welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be taking you to the gym with me, and we're going to be doing glute day and a little bit of shoulders. So for the fit, we have Morgan Wallen, I'm the Problem, oversized t-shirt. We have Lululemon tights and Converse, which are my favorite lifting shoes. I actually got Converse socks as well, so we're fitted up. And then my caffeinated beverage is an Alenia zero sugar pink slush. This is actually only half of it because I can only really do half at a time for some reason, like I don't know why, but really good, and will hopefully give us some energy. So I'm first gonna set up the bar for hip thrust. Okay, so I'm feeling a bit good and confident today, so I put on a 45, a 35, and a 10, just because we don't have multiple 45 plates, so it's essentially just 2 of the 45s. And the bar, if you're not a gym person, is typically also 45 pounds. So whatever weight on here, you also need to add 45 for the bar. And since it is hip thrust, I'm going to add a barbell clip. Some gyms ask that you always put this on, but sometimes it's even safer to not use it. For instance, like bench press, if you need to bail and the collar is on, then the weights can't come off. But I like it for hip thrusts so that when I slam the weights down, they stay nice and kept in one place and don't slide off the bar at all. So let's do the other side. But yeah, and for hip thrusts as well, I need to use this cushion for your hips. So that way you can lift more weight as well. So you just put this in the center of the bar. And just clip it on like that. And let's go ahead and do the final clip. And yeah, for this first set, I'm going to do full hip thrusts. I think I'm going to do that for the first 2. And then the second 2, I'll do what's called casts. They're more like pulses, so you don't go all the way down and up. You kind of go halfway down, halfway up. So, but for these first 2 sets, I'm going to do full. And finally, this is the hip thrust bunch I set up. And it's actually nice and low in the ground, low to the ground, which is actually optimal for these. You don't want to have too high of a bench. So yeah, here I'll give you some Converse ASMR. But yeah, let's get into our set, and it's gonna be quiet for you because it's ASMR, but I'm not psycho, I'm listening to music. Okay, so total this is gonna be 225. We'll see how this set goes, but I might go up. So yeah, I just put my upper back on the bench, butt's on the floor, legs are like this, and hands on the bar, make sure it's nice and centered, and then I just yeah, I'm feeling it today. So maybe I won't go up, but I think I did 10 reps. Kind of lost count. Hair's already up. I couldn't be the gym girly with my hair down. It's so hot today, but I took off 20 pounds, so 10 on each side. Well, I did another set of what I just did, but now we're just gonna do pulses with 205. Those burn. Ow. But in a good way. So I did 12. They're not like tiny pulses, they're like just not lowering all the way to the ground. Yeah, I believe it's called KAS, like CAS. Now, next up is one I added more recently into my program, like maybe just this past month. I think one dumbbell, but I'm gonna be using a 30-pound. And so you just need that might be a little heavy if you're starting out, but you just need one dumbbell and then pole or a wall of some sort that you can kind of face and grab onto. So yeah, and then I'll show you. And these are called medial glute thrusts. So I'm gonna take the dumbbell and then I'm gonna hold on to my pole or my wall in front of me, and it's actually gonna work your standing leg, but the same arm, you're gonna lift that same leg and you're gonna put the weight on the side of your thigh and you're gonna bend down, keep the weight to the side of the leg and lift to the side, again keeping that weight on that leg. So the full motion looks like this. And be sure to not go too overboard at the top of the movement. And you actually really feel it in the standing leg glute. And switch. Okay, so next up we have this contraption, and we're going to be doing back extensions. So you can do this with a bar, which I have here, or just a single plate or a single dumbbell. This is 30 pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and add 10 to each side, because the highest weight we have is 40. So just to get a little more weight. Okay. You want your hips to be kind of folding over the part right here. You want to feel it in your glutes, maybe a tiny bit in your lower back, but really mind muscle connection to your glutes. You want to have a little bend in your knees, and actually even point your toes outward. Yeah. So then I'm just going to grab the bar here, and I'm not going to overextend my back. So I really feel my glutes. So I did 12. Okay, so I did 3 sets of everything, and those were the main. Well, I did 4 sets of hip thrusts technically, but those were the main. Mom didn't want my dog in the house, so she's in here with me now. Thank you. And I might do one more glute exercise depending how I feel, but I just want to get the shoulder ones done so that no matter what, I get the full workout done. She's so cute and cuddly right now. Okay, so we're gonna do seated lateral raises. And I'm gonna do 15s for this. Then typically I'll do shoulder presses, either like with the bar, seated with dumbbells, something like that. But I low-key do those on my chest day as well, so I'm gonna change it up a little today and do this little band exercise. So you just stand on the band with your feet like hips apart, hips width, and then you go forward for 8. Then you go out like a push-up for 8. And you go up for 8. And it might look easy, but these bands are like, don't play about these bands. And you can also get an even worse resistant one if this one's too easy. But those are called 888s. So I'll probably do 2 to 3 sets of that as well. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you another glute exercises I like to do because it wouldn't be a glute day video without it. So I got these ankle cuffs from TikTok Shop. It's by Demoose. Not sponsored, I just genuinely love it. And I take this to my gym when I go to like a public gym too. Really cute little purple cheetah print. And if you're at the gym, you'd hook this up to the cables. But when I'm at my home gym, I use these black resistance bands. Then I'm going to tie the cuff around my ankle. And then you put the attachment on the loops. And here's my dog, if you can see her. You basically just kick back, and these are called kickbacks. And then once you do like 12 to 15 of that, you can turn to the side and do them out. I honestly like these better than the hip adductor or abductor machines. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this more unique style video on a gym workout I do, and I will see you in the next video.